A very good morning to all of you. You are watching Karan's channel for Astro Palmistry. I am Prabhakaran. Today we are learning or going to understand what a sun line is. If you can see the image here, the drawings, the line that is drawn from here till here we know is the heart line. The line drawn from this end to this is considered head line. This is heart line, whereas this line is life line. We have two lines, two more major lines. One is the fate line that is running towards the Saturn. Now the fifth and the final major line to be drawn is the sun line. The sun line can start anywhere from here or here. It can be from any mount. It can even start from here. We find most sun lines starting from here, that is the Ketu mount, to the ring finger, that is this Apollo finger. This sun line is very, very important. It is because of the sun line that you get name, fame, recognition, awards. Now, a sun line has to be absolutely blemishless. There has to be no cuttings. There has to be no island. Assuming if there is an island here, the power of that sun line diminishes. As you can make out the position of this island, this represents around 30s. This person will have to face some disgrace, humility. So this is definitely a bad sign to have on the sun line. If you are having a cross on the sun line, also means that there was, or at that point in time, there would have been something that would have created trouble or harm to the reputation of the person. So a sun line helps the person to achieve. The fate line is called the karma line. Now, if you look at the other lines, the headline or the each and every line has to be blemishless. Assuming there is a star on this Apollo finger, in the Apollo mount, I will show you the mount here. Now this represents the Mercury mount. This represents the Saturn mount. This represents this represents the Sun mount. This represents this Saturn mount, and this is the mount of Jupiter. Now, this area, that is the mount, should be well developed, fluffy, and the line leading towards it should also be clear. Then the person will get complete benefit. If there is a a triangle on your sun finger, even that is a very, very good sign. A box or a rectangle or a square is also a very good indicator, helping to enhance the power of the sun. This star can be on this line or on any part of this mount. The same way the square, the triangle can be on the line or on any part of the mount or anywhere along the line. Most people tend to have their sun line starting from here, that is from the heart line. For some, the sun line starts from the headline. For some, it starts in between, or for the others, it might be starting anywhere down from this mount. Any line, even if it is starting from the mount of moon, it is going towards, is also considered as a sun line, because it is generating its energies. The flow of energy is towards the sun mount. So it is a very, very powerful and an excellent sign to possess. For some people, you may not find a fate light at all. Even if there is a zero fate line, if a sun line is present, that itself is enough for the person to achieve a lot of success. Whereas if a person has got a fate line coupled with sun line supporting the fate line, then the success of the person can be assured. We can tell it with more clarity that the person will achieve more of his potential will be achieved or will be fulfilled in his lifespan. If we see that it is coming from the mount of Venus and running, even then we will consider it as a sun line, as it is moving towards the mount of sun. Now, if you are having any upward branches going from the sun line, they are very, very powerful indicators of extra growth and development of the person. Since if you consider that the person has got a branch going towards Saturn, or if he is having a branch going to Mercury, he will have more business opportunities and more business success in his life at this point in time, which is around 50. Now, if it is moving towards, he will add one more source of income to his already existing line of revenue source. So this is an add-on. This is an add-on fact which is going to give them more benefit. These lines become more and more clear or more and more fully formed as and how the situation approaches. So if you are observing a child's hand, you may notice that they are not completely formed, but as they grow and they get on in life, you might see lines after 35 or after 50 or after 25. These lines become more prominent and they can even develop different twists and turns. If there are any downward branches from the fate line or from the sun line, they automatically indicate that will be a downfall. But if there is an upward branch in the sun line, these sun lines represents better growth and higher potential of success, making things far more easier for the person to achieve better results than what he has achieved in his past. Now I will like to summarize the sun line being a major line is a very good line to have as long as these lines are very clear, sharp, without any cuts. If there are any cuts from the Rahu mount, if they are cutting the lines in this fashion, they are creating trouble in your reputation. So this can be from any part of the, as long as, but if the same line comes here and stops at that and joins and goes upwards, it is a very good beneficial line. So every line, as long as it meets, joins and goes further towards the sun, are progressive. Any lines that are going down or having island crosses or even cuts, that means there are breaks in the line. Suppose this is another sun line, but it is like this. So this break of a line is also considered not good, but it is, since it is running parallel, it is not bad, but the line should always have a continuity. It should be very clear and very, very pinkish in color to indicate that the success is assured for people who are having this sort of lines in their fingers. Thank you one and all. In case you want any clarification on this, you can give your comments, put it on the comment section, and I will get back to you. Thank you one and all.